Hi, this video is about a known issue in step 4 of production planning and execution module. Let me walk you through the known issue first before I provide you the workaround. As per step 4, you are supposed to create sales and operations plan. So since the application for that is not listed here, let me go ahead and search it. That's create sales and operations plan. So I'm picking the default product group that is applicable for the demo login. You must be using your 3-digit suffix. Then I go for active version, menu, edit, create sales plan and forecast. Since we are going to forecast for the next 1 year based on the historical data available in the system. As per the manual, it says you should find historical data between 2017 and 2021. So let me enter that information in here. From 2017 to 2021. Then click on the historical. It gives me a warning. Let's accept it. And this is where we hit the issue. It says between 2017 and 2021, there is no historical data available. So if there is no historical data, there is no question of we being able to forecast the trend for the next 1 year. This is where we need to go for the alternative approach of creating that quantity directly instead of relying on the forecast. And let's do that. PARs with manual quantity being entered directly, and the quantity details we will take it up from the step as shown in the student monitor. As per the student monitor, let me switch over to show you what has been completed. You can see step 1 and step 2 has been completed, and step 3 is just to display what is required. Step 4 is what we need to carry out. But this step 4 details as expected here does not match the manual. And as per this step 4, you can see for all the 3 materials of DXTR1, DXTR2 and DXTR3, the expected quantity is 100. So let's go ahead and enter this data using this app, Create PIRs. For some of you, it might show up as a small box next to this. Since we want to work with the product group DXTR 128, let me go ahead and say continue. You can see that the Dallas plant is already specified. And now you can see that all these cells are empty. And we need to create the forecast all the way up to August 2027. So what we need to do is, against each of these materials, I'm going to enter the quantity as 100. And that's it. There's one box that has been missed out here. Okay. Now that we have got the required quantity, let me go ahead and click Save. And that step is done. Now let's check how this is reflecting on the student monitor. So now you can see that the quantity is specified for the required planning all the way up to July 2027. There is one step of responsibility Dallas that needs to be set, which we will do it as one separate step. Now let me come back to the home page. I'll go to production planning, and then let me click on maintain PIRs. The moment we click it, when we do this for the first time, you are going to see this pop-up window. You need to assign an area of responsibility before you start working. So let me say OK. And even if you have missed this particular entry, you don't have to worry. You can always fetch it from the settings in here. I'll show you later. Once again. So I'm going to enable the controller name for Dallas, and that's it. So now let me go back here. Now you can see that the responsibility Dallas has also been set. So this is the alternative step that needs to be carried out to complete step 4. Now, since we have directly created the quantity, you don't have to do any transfer to demand management. Now we are ready to go ahead and review the demand management as part of step 6. Is to check in maintain PIRs if the required plant Dallas has been enabled, which we have already done, and then we make sure that all the 3 materials are visible. Okay, so let's do that. Click on maintain PIRs. Now we need to make sure the version we are looking for is the active version, and just to make sure that we are working with the correct area of responsibility, you can access it from here and ensure that the MRP controller name 000 is activated. Now let's go ahead and search for the demo account that I'm currently using, DXTR star 128. Okay, so none of it is visible in here, and to fetch this information we need to go back to the app settings, area of responsibility. If enabling MRP controller 000 is not helping, then go to your respective ID. So in this particular case that is 128. So I'm going to enable the controller name 128 as well. Now if I go back, you can see all the 3 materials listed. Okay. Now if we go ahead and click on edit,
a few moments later,
we can see the quantity that we have entered. The numbers wouldn't match what the manual is showing because this has been transferred from SOP to demand management. We have taken a manual approach of entering this data directly, and that's it. So I hope this helps you to go ahead and complete these steps. Step 7 is also going to give you a bit of a googly, because even that is almost completely different from what the manual shows.